Well, here we are. We're down in the crop this time. We're having a look up close and personal. If you've got a hand lens or a young person nearby, that could be awesome to help you see some of the finer details. So we're going to have a look for things on the leaf like damage, or we're going to look on the underside of the leaf because that's often where the pests will hide. The diamondback moth caterpillar and the aphids will hide on the underside, but the white butterfly caterpillar tends to sit on top of the leaf. Don't know how they get away with that, but they do. So we'll look around, and if we see things like holes through the center of the leaf, my mind straight away thinks diamondback moth. And sure enough, we've got quite a bit of damage here. So we keep looking, we're sure to find something. Sometimes you won't find the caterpillars, they can be tricky little buggers, but other times you find different parts of what's going on. So we carry on hunting around these plants looking to see what insect pests we can find. On the underside of the leaf is where the aphids hide, and on this leaf here we've got a nice healthy aphid feeding on the underside of the leaf. Now, there's lots of beneficial insects like wasps which will parasitize these aphids if given the chance, and that's where the newer selective chemistries can be a really powerful tool. So on the underside of the kale leaf, when we've identified the leaf by the shot holes through the leaf, we find the diamondback moth caterpillar on the underside of the leaf here. Not actively feeding, but if we give it a bit of a nudge, we can see it's quite active and it starts wriggling around. So I've pulled the caterpillar apart and I've got what looks like an empty sleeping bag there, which is the outer skin stuck to my finger, and I've got the dark line there, which is the entrails of the caterpillar, and this is the other end, the head, and that's basically the kale crop that it's been eating. And then off to the side here we've got this little white thing, which is what the wasp has laid inside the caterpillar. So that indicates that it's parasitized. So that wee maggot is alive and feeding on the caterpillar from the inside. That's kind of cool. So we try and train the staff to hunt for these caterpillars, pull them in half and see whether they've been parasitized by one of these wasps, because if the wasps are parasitizing them, they'll help us out. And in the case of aphids, if you've only got low pressure from aphids and they're all parasitized, you actually don't have to spray for aphids. You spray for the caterpillars and the wasps will keep the aphids under control. You monitor to make sure they stay under control, but integrated pest management is a very effective tool.